This is the LG 27UD69PW, a nice looking 4K monitor with a terrible name. With a price tag like this, is it worth your cold hard cash? Let's find out. First, the aesthetic of the monitor. It has a nice crescent-shaped stand made of glossy white plastic. The same glossy white plastic can also be found throughout the back of the monitor. The thing could be a huge fingerprint magnet. At least no one would see it. The bezels are super thin as your smartphone, or your money back guaranteed. No, not really, but yeah. The silver metallic trim around the monitor though feels really cheap. It doesn't feel cold to the touch and feels like really cheap plastic. The display can be tilted, height adjusted, and rotated into landscape mode for those awesome 4K coding sessions. It also has a VESA mount if you want even more versatile viewing options, so that's nice. And the stand doesn't shake too much, unless I really try to shake my desk. The I/O is decent, a power port, display port, 2 HDMI 2.0 ports, and yes, a headphone jack, which is really nice for monitors that don't have speakers, like this one. Inside the box, you actually get a DisplayPort cable as well as an HDMI 2.0 cable, which is good. Some monitors only ship with one type of cable. I'm glad LG decided to save everyone the trouble and shoved both in the box anyway. Now, I know you guys didn't come here to see how the monitor looks. What you wanted to see was how the monitor looks. Okay, let's try that again. What I meant was you want to see how good the display itself is. Let's have a look. On paper, it's pretty impressive. It's a 3840 by 2160 4K IPS display, 5 milliseconds response time, and a 60 Hz refresh rate. Oh, and it has FreeSync support. But I think the bigger question is, why doesn't it have FreeTub support? The monitor has a matte display that goes up to 300 nits of brightness. It's not the brightest for its price range, but acceptable. The colors are good, nice and vivid. The display is rated at 99% of sRGB, and it shows. For sure, it's not HDR, but it's not trying to be. I can't really complain. The colors look nice. Light bleeding isn't bad, and it generally looks even throughout. Accessing the menu for the monitor is super easy. You just click the little control nipple underneath the monitor. This menu houses everything: custom color options, gaming mode, and different display inputs. There's also LG's own features that they added onto the display. I've never seen so many features on a monitor I've owned. There's a lot of cool stuff. Completely unnecessary, but nice to have. I think the monitor is great. It has everything that I wanted in a video editing entertainment display. Having it for a month, I've had almost no complaints with it. But that doesn't mean that this monitor is perfect. It's not. The build, as I mentioned before, is practically all plastic. It doesn't feel too cheap, but it makes the monitor feel less premium than it should. That wouldn't be a complaint if this monitor wasn't $500. But guess what? This monitor is $500. Would it kill LG to make it at least feel a little more like $500? Overall, this monitor is good. It has no real glaring weaknesses and no real standout features either, other than its 4K display, of course. I'd say it's a good buy if you're in need of a 4K monitor. With its good specs and extra baked-in features by LG, I think it's a solid buy. Just don't get too frightened by the price tag too much. This thing is constantly on sale. Anyway, I hope you guys found this video useful. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, comment, and well, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.